What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashlyn.
I'm EB.
And today we have a really exciting video for y'all. People are drawn to the neighborhoods in Mexico City such as La Roma and Condesa for many reasons, such as all the beautiful parks and green spaces, the architecture and the history, and of course, the cafes and coffee shops.
So what we're doing in this video today is showing you some of our favorites around town, and we hope you love them just as much as we do.
Today we're gonna start off with Chiquitito,
which means little one. Alright guys, so my first impression about this place, I dig the vibes. You walk in and you hear 80s synth pop in Spanish and English. They have a nice outdoor seating area surrounded by plants. It's a good vibe.
So like Edgar already mentioned, there is outdoor seating. When we first arrived here, it was too crowded. There were no spaces outside, so we did have to sit inside. The downfall to the inside is that the tables are really small. We could only fit like one of our laptops and maybe one drink, but then the tables opened up out here, so we did get a seat outside, and the weather is perfect, so you want to be sitting out here, of course. The downfall with being outside, and especially right here, is that this is the road, so it can be kind of noisy, and a car could just crash into me and kill me if they wanted to. Hopefully they don't.
Ashlyn got the iced chai espresso, which wasn't too sweet like most chai drinks, and she loved it.
The internet was working the whole entire time, but it was a little bit slow. I wouldn't recommend this place if you were needing to get work done like on a super strict time crunch, but if you're just browsing the web just on your computer, then it works completely fine.
All right guys, up next we have another coffee shop located in La Condesa. I was drawn to the cool rustic interior design and also a huge mural of the world. It's called Cardenal.
Let's go.
As soon as you walk in, you're greeted by the large mural that initially intrigued me about this place. Also, the music that they are playing are like chill, instrumental rock vibes. Think of like Khruangbin music playing.
So I ordered the matcha latte Rex, which is just a matcha latte with house-made caramel. It was like the best matcha latte I've ever had. I'm not even exaggerating. It's definitely up there. I got it with oat milk. So delicious. Edgar got the cold brew with almond milk, as he always does. You loved it. You loved it. Also, this place is really cool because if you're wanting to just work by yourself, they have these little like school desk looking things kind of, and each of them have their own outlets. So there's no shortage of those here. Wi-Fi speeds are blazing fast. I'm not sure if it's because there's not a lot of people here, but you could definitely make like Zoom calls or video calls here, and also just because it's really quiet. So it's a great place if you're actually needing to work and speak to other people in meetings. Up next, we are headed to a cafe in Roma Norte. They are famous for their cold brew, and they have food there to eat as well. It's called Boycott. Let's go.
So right off the bat, I did like the industrial style atmosphere blended with the pop art interior decor. They have a really cool Pulp Fiction panoramic picture. Also a lot of 90s rock memorabilia. They also have a foosball table and an arcade machine. So if you want to take a break from working, clear your thoughts, you can play a game.
There's plenty of room if you want to sit outside or inside. If you do want to sit inside, that's best for bigger groups. I saw like sort of a private area with a group of like 10 or more people. I ordered the matcha latte, which is matcha and chai. It was so good. That's the first time I've seen something like that here. They had a whole entire matcha menu. So if you like matcha like me, you're gonna love this place. Edgar got a cold brew latte, which was delicious, and we also got a juice. I forgot what was exactly in it, but I'll put the ingredients on the screen and I'll show you the juice. Very refreshing, very good. To eat, I got the salmon bagel sandwich. The salmon was very fresh. The whole plate was very fresh. The only complaint that I have, if any, is that the bagel wasn't toasted. It was warm though, but if you have a bagel, you want it to be toasted. Edgar got the Reuben sandwich. How did you feel about that sandwich?
So the reason I ordered it is because on the menu it said the meat was smoked for 9 hours, so I got it. And it was probably one of the best Reubens I've had in a long time. And then the spicy serrano rings were like the cherry on top.
So they also have a ton of other things on their menu. I just usually get a salmon bagel if I see that on the menu. I wouldn't necessarily recommend the meal that I got, but apparently the Reuben sandwich was amazing. They also have little pastries for sale inside, so definitely get some if you're here. So we came inside to get some work done, and just something to note, if you are wanting to work here, inside the internet is super fast, but it's kind of loud. So this is a place where working inside is like probably actually louder than the outside, which is kind of different. Yeah, you can tell it's kind of moody in here, so it's nice and dark. It's good for working. If you just put your headphones in and just grind it out, I think you'll be fine.
Up next, just across the street from Plaza Rio de Janeiro in Roma Norte, you will find a cool cafe where you can meet your friend for a cup of coffee. It's called Buna.
Let's go. Something to note about this place is that there is only seating outside, which is totally fine because usually the weather is perfect anyways, but if it were to be raining, there is some cover up above, and there are plenty of outlets underneath all of the seats. It is very nice out here, just all the plants. There's not really any music, but that's fine as well. It's a quiet street, so you can definitely get some work done.
The Wi-Fi speed, it's a little slower than the other places that we've been to, so if you're planning to do any video calls, you might get some choppiness in your feed. Otherwise, if you're just browsing, it's good enough for that. So I ordered the classic Americano, pretty good, 50 pesos. And Ashlynn ordered the cafechata, 65 pesos, and it was delicious. And a cafechata, it's a cafe con horchata.
I would say the menu is pretty limited here. They don't have chai or matcha, which are some of my favorite things to get, but it is a quality, solid coffee, and they have bags for sale, like of coffee, but I would say the menu is pretty limited.
Now, while this place might not be the best option for you to work remotely, it's definitely a good choice to meet a friend for coffee and catch up.
Up next, we have a half coffee shop, half grocery store with the most delicious pastries and some really unique drinks. It's called
Casa Bruna. Let's go. So I once again stuck to my guns and got the cold brew. Typically the cold brew is made in-house, but this time it came in a bottle by the brand Pistonero, and it was pretty delicious. I did add some almond milk. And this place it's pretty cool because on Google Maps it's labeled as also a grocery store besides a coffee shop, and you can come in here and buy a bottle of wine. They have things you can buy in bulk. For example, you can buy peanuts, chocolate-covered almonds, coffee, of course, gummy bears. And for the pastries, I got a cinnamon roll that was covered in brown sugar, and the inside had a little bit of apple in it. It was probably one of the best pastries that I've had here.
I just want to reiterate how amazing the pastries are. They have like pastries of the day, and they all look so delicious. I really wanted to get more, but I had to refrain from doing that. But I don't even know what I got, but it was some like buttery, sugary, fluffy, and it had like flowers on top of it, but it was so light and fluffy and delicious. I loved it. To drink, I had a pumpkin spice latte, which, sorry, I am a basic white girl, but that's the first time that I've seen that drink here, and so I obviously just had to get it, and it was so good. It wasn't too sweet. It wasn't like a Starbucks one. It was like very freshly made, and I got it with oat milk. It was so creamy and delicious. Wi-Fi speeds were pretty average. We definitely were cruising, but it wasn't the fastest we've seen. And the vibe is very nice. It's very clean. It's very chill. There are outlets. It's a great place.
All right, guys, that's it for our favorite coffee shops and cafes.
And keep in mind, there are so many other great options here, and we definitely encourage you to get out there and explore, make your own opinions. But if you do have some favorite cafes or coffee shops in this area, please leave them in the comments below.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.